Hey guys, welcome to my brand new YouTube show. This is my name's Noel. This is my new. It's not named yet. It's my new show that I just started working on, and I'm gonna name it real soon. But for now, I just wanted to get things up and rolling. I'm gonna do it every week. It's gonna be all different things. This week, to start it off, I'm gonna do my top household tricks and tips. Just some money-saving tips and tricks that you can use around your house that anyone can use without spending any money in a store. Well, unless you need to go to like the dollar store. There's a couple ones where you need to go and get maybe like something at a dollar store. But so I'm gonna start out with this, and I have some other ideas. Like it's gonna be, I'll just do maybe. I have a lot of epic fail ideas that I'm gonna post. There might be an epic fail episode. Oh God, so many ideas. There's the one I'm gonna do different things, just talking about like philosophy. There's a lot of things in the works. I can't even I don't want to say too much because who knows what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna be a weekly thing, and it's just my my little it's just my little thing that I'm gonna do here. So I hope you guys like the first episode. If you do, just please subscribe at down below here. Just subscribe to my channel, and it'll keep you updated on future episodes that are going to be coming up. Okay, I hope you enjoy the first episode. This is Noel's household tips and tricks. Alright, thanks guys. Okay, so I always have friends over, and I'm thinking how do I make my house look more like a party environment, or just set the mood right, just for chilling with people. You could play music, you could do all the obvious things which are good, but I have a really easy, simple, cheap life hack that you can use, and it's something you can get in a dollar store. They're really, really cheap. You could buy. Usually they come in bags. You get 50 in a bag, and it's maybe no more than $5. If you pay more than $5, it's crazy. There's no way you could. And it's tea lights. So these are a beautiful thing, and these are what I use if I got a friend or a group of friends coming over. I put at least a dozen around. Just put them on different, whatever table, desk, or coffee table, or anything. Just light them up. It really gives it a good dynamic for just a social attitude that you want to have. So these are a big one for me. Tea lights. Really cheap, really easy to use. Go and pick them up. You won't regret it. You just light them up whenever. They last quite a long time. You could burn one of these. It'll last 4 hours. So, tea lights. And after, I'll quickly show you what I mean. I'm going to show you a little tea light display just an example of how I use them. Okay, so that's tea lights. Tip number 1. In the wild, majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. Long before the white man and long before the wheel. When the green dark forest was too silent to be real. I've got a lot of friends that are rockers, or into rock music, and one of the most common things that they always complain about is that they can't get their hair to look just greasy enough. So they use a lot of expensive hair products and things to style their hair, because they want to get that sort of strokes sort of look, or they want to look like the Hives or something, and they don't have the the money to go and spend like $40 or whatever that how people spend on hair hair greasers. What my next tip is really easy. If you eat chips, which I do every day, all you do when you're eating your chips, just keep your hands dirty. So you're eating your chips, and then when you're done, your hands are pretty oily. Just cover your hair in the oil. You could even scrape the bag, oil your hands with the oil. The beauty of it too is because almost every kind of fried chip that is on the market is made with oil. So you're gonna get the same oiliness that you would get out of any hair care product that rock stars use or rockers. So it's really a no-brainer if you want to get that Julian Casablancas look for your hair. All you got to do is keep doing what you're doing, but use your oily hands in your hair to just, it's free. Like, alright, tip number, matches. Keep one of these on hand and you'll never have to worry about odors left behind in the bathroom again. I remember years ago I watched the movie So I Married an Axe Murderer with Mike Myers, and there's a scene where he takes his girlfriend home and his dad's kind of a bit of a weirdo, and he's like, Mike Myers goes to the bathroom and his dad's like, light a match. And I remember laughing, but I didn't know what he meant. But then over the years I learned that when you light a match, it actually eliminates the smell of after someone goes to the bathroom. And I tried it out recently actually, and it's amazing. It did just what it should. The smell's completely gone after you light a match, and so I just thought, oh, this is amazing. It's like just a chemical reaction, or like the smoke reacts with the smell, and then the smoke takes the smell and makes it into it eliminates it anyway. And I thought, well, I could probably apply this to use all throughout the whole house. Like there's no reason that it should be just a bathroom thing, like a fecal thing. Like it could be a garbage thing. It could be a body odor thing. It could be a sweaty bed thing, or just anything really. So recently I have a box of matches in every room. Basically almost every room except for my sister's room. There's a box of matches in every room. Like I walk through the kitchen, light a match every time. Just light a match. Just like, a part of your routine. You light a match and keeps everything fresh, keeps all the odors down, and keeps your apartment livable. The beauty too is that, as I mentioned in the last one, was that if you start doing the tea light thing, you can use matches for the tea light, so that'll, like they're cheap. They're like, I don't know, like maybe $1. But yeah, you could use them for the smell, and you could use them to light tea lights. So it's like a perfect commodity to have in every home. I really recommend matches. Alright, that's tip number 3. Okay, so this is one I learned a long time ago when I was younger and I had really oily skin and a lot of acne. It's never... Okay, so well, this one is sort of for the girls, but it's sort of also for the acne people. Anyone that has oily skin, you hear about the T-bar on your forehead and nose, and it can get really oily. People spend an insane amount of money on beauty products and cover-ups and powders, and it's totally not necessary. You can use almost anything in the kitchen. This is what I use. I use just everyday all-purpose flour. You just, seriously, it's the same as powder. Gotta rub it in, but I don't know. It works if you like are in a mirror. It's kind of hard, but anyways, it really takes out the oiliness, and I always found it was the best method for. I mean, I used to get stuff when I lived with my parents because they'd buy me like Proactive and stuff, but anyways, like this I found like it's really good for keeping the oily skin down. The T-bar keeps nice and dry. So yeah, that's, you know, if you're I got a couple side tips on this one too. If you've got darker skin, you can always use like a hot chocolate mix or something like that. If you're like a Latino, just mix half hot chocolate, half flour. What was the other? Oh yeah, there's other things too. Like you can use like baking soda or baking powder, or there was another thing that I thought about this one. Shit. Oh yeah, if you're like into like movies and stuff, and you're like a. Also, hold on. If you. So this is another real no-brainer that people don't often like really even think about, and I love it because I love pasta. I know a lot of people that love pasta. It's a very good college food, but the problem is, at least the problem is with me, I run out of pasta a lot. I have cans upon cans upon cans of tomato sauce in the cupboard, and sometimes I'll run out of pasta. And I figured out a couple really easy life hacks that you can use to just, you can make pasta without pasta. And the first one is Kraft Dinner. Now I know what you're thinking, you're going to waste the seasoning pouch. But you can use that again. You could mix that with mayonnaise and have a nacho dip at a later date. And the beauty of Kraft Dinner is that it's pretty much the same thing as pasta anyway. It boils the same. Like you don't have to learn any new skills to like cook it. It's basically the same thing. So if you have Kraft Dinner around, you can always use that just the same as you would use pasta. And then the other one that's a little more strange is you could use everyday rice. Now, I know what you're thinking, like rice, it's not going to taste the same in your mouth. It has a different texture, but it really works a lot like pasta. And the beauty of it is pasta is made with rice anyways, so it's almost the same thing. It's just a little bit smaller, little tiny bits of pasta. But people think like, oh, rice is, you know, like for Asians or whatever, but I really think like you can use rice for pasta. You can use Kraft Dinner for pasta. Those are the only two ones that I figured out yet, but I've been working on coming up with a couple more different ideas for pasta. But if you're out of pasta, there's no need to go to the store and spend $5 on a new box of pasta when you have rice or Kraft Dinner at home. Just use that, and you're gonna be surprised at how much it is just almost the same as pasta. So that's life hacker number. This next one is a dishes tips, and this is something that I like really swear by. If you are sick of spending money on expensive dish soap, every like you buy it like every like. Well, I can't even remember because I haven't bought dish soap in like so long, but like maybe you buy it like once a month. Maybe you buy it once every 2 weeks. But the point is, I've eliminated the use of dish soap in a very, very simple method. I just keep my kitchen sink, full at all times. So whenever I eat anything or whenever I like cook anything or have a drink, I'll just throw the dish or throw the cup in the sink, and then, you know, like the next day or whatever, you just take it out of the sink, you give it a rinse, and you put it away. The beauty of this is when you put something that's soiled in water, usually what happens is it breaks it down, so like you don't even need to worry about spending all that cash on dish soap. Like there's no point, and just like a really easy life hacker thing that you can do. Just chuck your dishes in your sink full of water. Okay, that's tip number 5. The last everyday household tip that I got for you guys is another kitchen one. This is a food one. It's a diet one. I used to waste a lot of food. When I even ate a meal, like cooked a meal for myself, I would probably throw out like maybe like for every like 5 broccoli bits, I'd throw out 1. For every piece of chicken, I'd throw out like the last tip of the chicken. For every thing of mashed potatoes, there'd be like a lot more that I could have scraped up, but I'm done. I'm moving on. It's not enough to put, in a Ziploc bag and put it away. So what I started doing is I started putting all these little bits in a Ziploc container, and every time I had more bits, add them to the Ziploc container in the freezer, and then I end up, weekly with basically a gold mine of vitamins and minerals and stuff that I could blend up in a smoothie with like a banana or whatever, however you want to make a smoothie. Just add that, and it's basically a free homemade multivitamin that you can just get just by using your leftover bits that you don't eat when you eat a meal. So that's how I do it, and I figure it's a great way to save money. You don't have to buy multivitamins or anything like that. You just use the leftover bits. You get all of your little extra minerals and stuff, and yeah, so it's pretty good money saver, and also you're helping the environment. So that's the final tip. All right, thank you.